Have you ever tried to explain Ramadan to someone, but you just don't have the words? Well, today I'm going to give you the vocabulary, some expressions, and the grammar you'll need to explain Ramadan to everyone. Let's start with some important times of the day. In the morning, when the sun goes up, we call that sunrise or dawn. When the sun goes down, we can call it sunset, not so commonly sundown, or dusk. So maybe in your explanation, you need to explain at what times things happen. The next important word that you might need is this. When you do this, when you talk to God or say something special to God, that is when you pray. Pray is a verb, and it's a regular verb. So in the past, it's just prayed. Pray, prayed, prayed. What's the noun of pray? The noun is prayer. Pronunciation, be very careful, prayer. Repeat it with me if you want to. Prayer. You can use the verb to say a prayer. Remembering, of course, that it is a countable noun, and you say one of them, many of them, I don't know. Say a prayer. That's the expression. When you want to say that you don't eat any food for a length of time, this is when you fast. Fast, again, it's a regular verb, so fast, fasted, fasted. So maybe you want to talk about how long you fast for, or from when in the day until when in the day. One word, I guess, which is important to Ramadan is this one. When you can follow rules, then you have discipline. That is a noun. It can be a verb, but we'll use it as a noun in this case. So to have discipline, that's the expression. Now be careful, discipline is an uncountable noun, so we don't say have a discipline. No. You have discipline, you can follow the rules, or you don't have discipline. You can't follow the rules and you're a bad child. Now when you really, really want food, you can say that you are hungry. Now that's the ordinary adjective, but if you want to say you're very, very hungry, you can say that you are starving. This is the extreme version of hungry. Pronunciation, starving. Now be careful. To starve literally just means you're dying of hunger, which is awful and it's terrible. But English people are a little bit ridiculous, and we like to exaggerate everything. For example, if it's raining, we will say, oh, I'm dying. And if you're more than a little bit hungry, we will say, oh, I'm starving. Yeah, we're ridiculous, I know. So in English culture, it's perfectly acceptable to say, I am starving. It doesn't mean it literally, but that's what we say. The next expression is this. To take something for granted. Now this has a few meanings, but in this context, it means that you are not grateful for something, or you undervalue it. You don't appreciate the true value of something, or you assume that it's always going to be there. Basically, it just means that you're not showing your appreciation for something. For example, maybe she does all the cleaning in the house, and all day he just plays Xbox. He never says thank you, nothing. He's very ungrateful. In this case, she can say, he takes me for granted. He takes me for granted. Now, some grammar you might need to be careful with is during and while. Let me explain the difference. What is the difference between during and while? Well, they both mean in the middle of an event, or at the same time an event is happening. But this is how we use them. During has to have a noun afterwards. So for example, in this situation, we could say during dinner. Dinner is a noun. We can say during dinner. Can I say while dinner? Nope. I would have to use a situation with a subject. For example, while I was eating dinner. So we want to add some more information to this. So in the middle of dinner, something happened. What happened? In the middle of dinner, Ali arrived. Okay, so we could say during dinner, comma, Ali arrived. It flows better to say Ali arrived during dinner, but in writing, yeah, you could say during dinner, comma, Ali arrived. With while I was eating dinner, Ali arrived. Or Ali arrived while I was eating dinner. So now you have the vocabulary, the expressions, and the grammar that you need to explain how Ramadan works to all your non-Muslim friends. So